I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. I got color peace, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got loyalty inside my DNA.
Okay, this is not gonna be your average power scale. Okay, this ain't gonna be that noob power scale of Dragon Ball, Naruto. This is a real show, Rick and Morty, where you need high intelligence to understand this show. Okay, you can tell I'm mostly joking here. So, I'm a big fan of Rick and Morty. I always wanted to cover the show, but it took me a while to finally get into it. And once I finally started watching consistently, it stopped midway, and everyone didn't really like the first half of season 4 apparently. But it finally finished up. And I just want to do a quick little power scale of this. And first, the only way I can really power scale Rick and Morty, because in this show, a weak character become a god tier character in one episode. So the best way I can say this is I'm going to have some honorable mentions for characters I feel like I can't fully rank or just way too powerful to fully rank. And I'm going to rank characters on consistency of power-ups. Like, for example, Rick is always going to be consistently broken. Like, even the authors say he can pretty much do whatever he wants in the show. But with some characters like Summer or something, where she's not really consistently that powerful. She just has certain episodes where she gets gifted with Rick's tools or something. That's why she's not up here. So for honorable mentions, we're gonna have the Chromolons, or pretty much show me what you got gods, because again, we don't really know how powerful they really are, but we know that they're at least god level in some ability. But I didn't really want to include them here. And also, I'm not gonna include Rick's ship. I don't really feel like that's a full-on character, but it's a very OP ship, don't get me wrong. The testicle monsters, they have the abilities to deal with time manipulation, hacks like that, but I don't really know how to really rank them in a full top 10. Jerry in a certain episode got gifted the power of Zeus. That's only one episode, and he's not really consistently that powerful. He's usually just kind of dumb and kind of figures out his way to win. Summer, like I said before, Summer is a character that you can see is powerful consistently, but not top 10 worthy in my opinion. Unity is a very powerful planet person, but again, it's hard to rank planets and life-eating creatures like that. And your favorite rapper, Ice-T, he showed some hacks abilities with him being liquid Ice-T, and human Ice-T, but I don't think he's top 10. So for number 10, we have the president. The president was able to keep up with Rick, especially being able to take on Rick to that standpoint. Granted, Rick was a little bit nerfed because he didn't have his portal gun and he didn't have all his full abilities, but the fact of the matter is that he has so many different weapons that you can keep up with a person as hacks as Rick. It shows you should be in the top 10. Number 9, my bad. Number 9 is the Vindicators. I was going to rank them individually, but I feel like that was kind of unfair because there's a crap ton of these Vindicators. And again, they're supposed to be a parody of the Avengers / Justice League. They are pretty powerful. Just again, when we're dealing with a person like Rick who can pretty much do anything, it's kind of hard to really rank their power. But I'll say they'll definitely be above the president in terms of just abilities, because they all have certain abilities and give Rick more run of his money, and when he's not limited. Tied 8 is the Council of Ricks. Now, you can say they can be higher because they're pretty much are Ricks, but they're not the true C-137 Rick. I would say they're on par with them, but we all know that C-137 is the true Rick, the original Rick, and they're all pretty smart. They all have teleporter guns, but I don't think they're as strong as our main timeline Rick. Number 7 is Morty. Now, Morty has been getting better and better each season. There's in this season 4, he had that little diamond on his head where he was able to see the future, and there's been more episodes where he's had a buffed up arm. He's been shown to be more consistently where he can mess with at least a Council of Ricks type character, where his overall he's not the smartest person, okay, but he has certain quips and certain things that shows that he can mess with a Rick and anyone that's on that tier. And I think he's proven a lot with season 4 how consistently powerful he can be, especially being able to use the same amount of weapons as our main timeline Rick, using the Gundam abilities and stuff. It's shown that he could be somewhere on par with Rick when he's not going full all out, but at least above a clone Rick. Next up is the Tied Beths, which I mean Beth Smith and Clone Beth. We don't know which one's the real Beth, but Clone Beth, at least, okay, let's just say the Beth that left their family, is shown to be at least on par with Rick when he was being a hero, where he's trying to save the universe. And our main timeline Beth, or Clone Beth, whatever you want to say, is shown to be on par where we've gotten hints that she was a dangerous type character where all Ricks kind of fear Beth's because Beth's shown to have the same potential as a Rick. And I say they're on par with each other. You can give the edge to like the Freedom Fighter Beth, but I feel like it would be unfair to not at least include them around equals because they were shown to fight on par with each other. Is that Freedom Fighter Beth has more cool abilities than regular Beth. Next up is Zamflorp. Main reason he's this high because the creator said that he's pretty much Rick's equal in terms of like intelligence. Fighting abilities, don't know there because he lost. But Zamflorp is supposed to be like, you know, alternate universe type equal in intelligence to Rick, and that's why he's this high. He recently lost because it's just mostly like physical and like Rick being slightly able to outsmart him. Again, he needs to come back because he only showed up in one season. It'd be great to have him come back like season 5, but he's definitely a big threat towards Rick in this list. And number 4 is Evil Morty. Evil Morty, even in season 4 with this whole like special dream episode where they have him on the train, they show like the final, like him controlling all those Ricks. It kind of shows you how much of a threat, at least even in a fake world, how much of a threat Evil Morty is. I'm not going to say he's stronger than our main timeline Rick, but he's shown to outsmart pretty much the entire council of Ricks. And he has the same amount of potential as our main timeline Morty, and him being much smarter than our main time Morty, I think that definitely puts him this high. Again, he is pretty much our final villain so far, unless, you know, they just don't do like, you know, a little whole joke about it, because again, they already did jokes about the fetus person stuff. But yeah, Evil Morty is up here because of the potential he has and just him being overall better than our regular Morty, and our regular Morty is pretty damn powerful. Next up is the true Rick Sanchez, Rick 137. And I know a lot of people are wondering why he's not number 1. I think season 4 has really showed the flaws of Rick that all the other seasons didn't show. Rick lost, like legit lost 2 times in this season to people that are above him. And again, of course, he can always be higher, like, but I would just say based off what we've seen so far in season 4, he is not fully invincible in terms of just like, you know, consistently being strong. Like again, he's lost to the Zeus God and Phoenix person like legit one-on-one. Like there was no like he was like holding back or he didn't have his certain weapons. He just lost. Again, character that can easily move up to number 1 because again, he's been number 1 throughout all the seasons 1 through 3, but again, he can move right back up to number 1. It just, for what we've seen in season 4, the man can like generally lose to a god or someone who just beats him in terms of weaponry. So that's why I have him at number 3. And number 2, I have Phoenix person / bird person. He's one of the few characters that just generally beat Rick going one-on-one. The fact that he was able to beat him regardless of Rick using all his different weapons and everything, pretty much he would have killed Rick if it wasn't for Beth, Jerry all coming in to save him. And it's crazy how, even though I have him above Rick, he has an on and off switch that could take him out pretty easily. But not assuming that you don't have that knowledge, Phoenix person is a genuine threat. Like again, he doesn't have all like the different stuff that Rick can do, but you got to give him credit that he beat Rick one-on-one and could have killed him. Like generally, no jokes, no gags. And for number 1, we have Reggie / the Zeus God. Again, he's not the true god. I'm not going to get into that full debate there, but the fact of the matter is that he beat the crap out of Rick. Again, he lost to like just plot of him just getting randomly hit in the back of the head with a freaking ship guided by Morty in Summer. But yeah, this man, I would say, would be able to beat Phoenix person because he can get way bigger, and I feel like he beat Rick way easier because it just felt like it was way quicker. So yeah, right now I think he deserves the number 1 spot. Again, with the honorable mentions, I would say the Testicle Monsters or the Chromalones are probably higher than him, but I just want to make more humanoid top 10. Let me know your top 10 here. Again, this might be flawed, but that's how I have it so far. So number 10, the President. Number 9, the Vindicators. Number 8, the Council of Ricks. Number 7, Morty Smith. The main timeline Morty. Number 6, Beth Smith, either the clone or regular Beth. We have number 5, Zamflorp. Number 4, President Morty / Evil Morty. Number 3, Rick Sanchez. Number 2, Phoenix person. And number 1, Reggie / the Zeus God. Tell me how you felt about season 4. I really like season 4. I don't really hate a lot of the episodes that a lot of people felt like. Again, I want to do more reviews of this series, so let me know if you want more videos of talking about Rick and Morty, and I can make like, you know, the consistent or like the main, you know, Windows Movie Maker top 10 if you want like a top 30 or something. But thank you guys for all the support, and please like the video. Really shows me that you want me to talk about Rick and Morty more. SonTj, peace. Love you all.